Hey YouTube, here we are, it's Teddy. I'm just going to give you an update on the baby snakes. This is the rack, as you can see, with my corn snake tub on top. It goes 9 tubs across and it's 9 levels high, so it's 54 spaces with only 53 tubs in this because there's 53 baby snakes. In each tub then we have obviously the snake, which has eaten recently, a cardboard roll tube, a cardboard, like, you know, from the inside of toilet rolls or whatever, and a water bowl. A pretty simple setup, but it's handy for when you have a lot of babies like this. Similar setup there: hide, water bowl, snake. And this is how we heat them. As you can see there, that's heat tape. That's heat tape running across the back here, and I have a dimmer stash here hooked up to the heat rope. I mean, what I'm feeding them is I'm feeding them on a kind of a schedule, in that I'm taking out a bunch of rats. I think I have about 12 here, pinky rats, every day. Well, just a handful, and then I count them afterwards. And I started with number 1 and I fed all the way along until I ran out, and then the next day same again. So I'm just moving through the rack and starting again as I go. It usually works out at each one getting fed every 5 or 6, maybe 7 days, which is grand. I've had about maybe, I think, 6, 7, 8 that have eaten 3 times on their own and are ready to go to new homes, and then I have a few other that have eaten, you know, once or twice. I have ones that have eaten rats after being chain fed after chicks. I've had ones that eat rats, you know, that smell like chicks, ones that eat just parts of chicks, one that eats rats that don't strike feed, they just eat overnight on their own. So, like, there's a bunch of different methods for that each one prefers to feed, and I just need to make sure that once they are eating rats, I don't care how they take them. I would prefer to strike or drop feed unaltered, you know, not scented, not chain fed after anything else, but you know, that's just going to take time and perseverance. So I will be releasing some of them for sale soon. I'd say in a few weeks I will have probably about 15 to 20 available for sale, hopefully, and then I'll start selling them. They'll only be available to the Irish and UK market for now. I will be in the UK for the September Doncaster show, Doncaster Racecourse, on September the 23rd, which is a Sunday. I'm going to sell them. I'm going to sell them there for £99 sterling each, and in Ireland they're going to be €120. So that's pretty much it. I'll be heading over there. I'll be bringing other people's animals back, and I'll be buying animals there myself. So when I come back from that show, I will hopefully have an update for you guys on my collection. Just to show you, this is how I keep records. For example, this is tub number 43, which is this tub down here, and now when it hatched, it shed, it refused its first feeding, and then it ate the second time around, and the dates that it did that. So that's just how I'm doing my records, and then just keep a record of which snake is in which tub, and when the time comes to sell them, just tear off the card out of the book there and give the cards to the new owner, so they know this is the history of their snake. So that should be a cool thing. And let me just show you the rack. I'm not happy with the rack for one thing, and that is I should tape the lids of the tubs down. They're advertised as reptile tubs. They're made by Braplast. They're the Braplast 3 litre tubs, and obviously they're meant for much smaller snakes or something, or for spiders or something like that, because these snakes, the first day I put the snakes in them, 4 of them escaped. I caught them and put them back in. So, but I do have to tape the lids down, which is time consuming. It is awkward. I'll deal with it for this season, and, you know, just until this quarter gone. But for next season, I'm definitely going to improve, because I hope to hopefully have even actually more snakes, get a better incubator, so I have a higher success rate. Maybe even breed a 3rd female if I can get one up to size. So, you know, that'll hopefully be need a larger rack, larger capacity rack, and that will be the plan. So this is the rack, and that's their food. Most of them are eating the unaltered, unscented or unchain fed rat pups, but some of them do need the chicks as well, just to tempt them. So it's just a case of walking through it. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope if you want to buy one of these snakes, just private message me, tell me where you're located. If you're in Ireland, great, we'll organise something, and if you're in the UK, if you can come to Doncaster, or if you know somebody coming to Doncaster, we could work out something there too. So this is my hatchling snake update. Plenty of people are asking for it, so here it is. Alright, we're coming in at 6 minutes now, so I'm just going to start this video. This has been Teddy Snake 1994. Rate, comment, subscribe, and peace out.